Just last month, Marvel Spider-Man 2 came out and there was an astounding amount of positive reviews. And I can't lie, it is good. And sadly, one thing most people forget is just how good the first game was too. I just recently finished it, and here's why you should probably get it, even if you've already gotten Spider-Man 2. Let's start off by saying that Marvel Spider-Man 1 is by far, if not one of the best games of 2018. Because of its amazing combat, intriguing story, faithfulness to the comic, and so much more. Keep in mind, I say one of the best games of 2018, knowing that it is up against other colossal games such as God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And the graphics, they are way ahead of its time. Described as photorealistic and beautiful by many, everything is so detailed and so perfect. From the character models to the skyscrapers and to the people walking on the streets, but it goes even deeper. The developers also went way out of their way to add even the tiniest of details, such as the appearance of rats running around places with trash bins, to the ability to interact with the Spider-Man fans everywhere, and even to the predetermined realistic paths of squirrels scurrying around in the parks. The developers got them all spot on. Its combat is weighty, and that's perfect as well. With every punch that Spider-Man throws, it's as if the enemies are actually feeling it. And the moveset that we can use in the game is also worth talking about. By the end of the game, we can do a lot of moves. Swing kicks to throw your enemies off the roof, ground pound onto your enemies, or hey, swing your enemies like a wrecking ball to mow down all the other enemies. Combined with the number of suits that we can equip, each suited with their own unique abilities, every battle can be a vastly different experience every single time. Also, can we talk about the plot for a moment? It can go from one plot, then unraveling to show that a deeper story was always there. I'm conflicted on how the story is arranged. Whether it's good or bad, I don't know. It definitely added a really big plot twist that I didn't expect, but it was really out of the blue as the main boss just became a side boss. But it is a fun story to follow, and it also does set up all the future games as well, such as with the Miles Morales missions, Trinket containing Sandman, and the tease of Venom taking over Harry Osborn in the post-credits. Another great thing about the game itself is just how faithful it is to the comics and yet still very much original in its own sense. They have no connection with the MCU and make this whole universe by scratch, keeping the old villains while changing up a few things by adding new villains to the equation. Many game adaptations fail to live up to the comics' legacy, but this one certainly has. And the bosses. Story spoilers here, so skip ahead if you want. Let's just talk about the bosses for a moment. They are insanely cool, complete with brilliant designs and extraordinary characterization. All the main bosses look amazing, with the exception of only one. Like, we got the Vulture with blades for his wings, and then we got Electro, who's just a guy with a vest. One problem with the boss fights, however, is that they feel way too repetitive. It's just you doing the same move over and over and over, chipping the boss's health bit by bit. Don't get me wrong, the boss fights are really cool. The rooftop battle against Doc Ock, and the power plant battle against Vulture and Electro was really fun, but it can definitely be improved upon. Another thing I really hate about the game is just how bad the stealth missions are. One mistake and you're back at the beginning. Do you know how annoying it is? I had to restart so much times it was getting me to rethink whether I want to continue in the game or not. While the Miles Morales missions are much better since you can hack stuff, it is just as bad as the MG ones where she can't do anything at all. Overall, however, this might be one of the best games that I've ever played, complete with a fun story to follow, amazing people to root for, and even better enemies to fight against. And with the smooth swinging mechanics of the game, you would not hesitate to start exploring NYC just for fun or relaxation. I can guarantee that. While it is true that there are some bad sides to this game, and everything just sounds way too good to be true, it really is a great game, even at this day and age, even when surrounded by really great games as well. And if you have the chance to get it and play it, then go for it, because I know you will not regret a single penny of it.